Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Gamers Elf's Loft. Come in, sit back, relax, and listen to me ramble. I've read some horror stories here and there that have caused cringe, caused gasping, caused huh. But I recently read a story that was a horror story, in the sense of horror being the theme of the campaign, not the theme of the story. D&D is meant to be fun. D&D is meant to be a team building experience and to have fun with friends. Key word is fun. If you can't have fun, you're not doing D&D right, obviously. But that being said, come in, relax, listen to me ramble. Today's story is from RPG Horror Stories by Marshy Mello, the horror-themed campaign that made us cry with laughter. Heyo! Okay, so I debate actually sharing this here since I'm not sure if it's called a horror story. We all had a lot of fun and nothing in our game could be considered horrifying, which is the horror story by itself, since that was the whole point of the campaign. Okay, so we were playing Call of Cthulhu in a 1920s setting. Our group consisted of a DM, 29 male, F, 29F, 29 female, oof, playing as a retired cop/detective, W, 26 male, playing as a lawyer man, PR, 28 female, playing as a fired asylum nurse, PH, 20 male, playing as a war veteran, D, 26 male, playing as a priest or an exorcist outmember, and me, 25 female, playing as a bitchy jazz singer. Real quick, I'm gonna go on the tangent with Daniel Drake's side. Don't use letters for names. Either be creative or just don't put names in. Use their classes like most other people do. It's so much easier and so much easier on us who read these stories to do that. I understand you make these for you and not for us, but we find these stories entertaining and want to portray them for you. Put some names or classes, please. From us. Thank you. Everything was going well. We got some clues, interviewed people related to the case, and decided to head to the hotel where everything seemed to converge. That's when everything went to shit. We all rolled our stats, and D and I got short end of the stick when it came to appearance. DM explained that it didn't necessarily mean that we were ugly, it could be the presence of a scar or an ugly personality. I went with that, making my character as unlikable as possible, but D chose to give his character a limp. We walked around with a cane, and I didn't give it much thought until we found a small hole on one of the hotel's many walls. PH wanted to reach into it without using his arm, so he grabbed the cane from D, pushed it into the hole, and broke it somehow. D, in character, was super pissed and began arguing with PH's character. PH, who described his character as a tall African American man in his mid 20s, lunged at him. D, who described his character as a frail, creepy man in his late 50s, with a limp, sidestepped him, pulled out a knife, and stabbed PH right in the thigh. So far, so good, right? We found another cane for D, helped PH mend his wound, and F, the most prudent out of all of us, found an interesting clue. If you're not familiar with the Call of Cthulhu, if you find items, images, or whatever related to the Cthulhu mythos, you have to make a saving throw. If you fail, your character loses some of its sanity, can obtain a phobia or mania. F failed her saving throw. DM rolled her phobia/mania. She was now crippled. She had a limp. Alright, so to the second floor we go. The second floor has many rooms, but no locked doors. D describes how his character goes over to one of the doors and opens it with a kick, for no reason whatsoever. He fails his dex saving throw and immediately falls on his face. We all enter the room while I laugh at him, and PH finds something that makes him paranoid. At this point, his character has been established as a bit of a sociopath, loving his gun more than anything else in the world, even licking it every now and then. When he gets paranoid, he starts claiming D stole his gun since he was the closest to him at the time. He lunges at D again, and well, you know what they say, a light never strikes the same. Oh, oh no, he got stabbed by D again. Now he's paranoid and bleeding, but it doesn't matter. He just found a book which will sure help him. Oh, He's now paranoid, bleeding, and claustrophobic. PH starts zooming through the room, trying to open the window, until finally entering the bathroom to try and calm himself down by splashing his face with water. All I want to say is, rip PH. That is terrible, bro. I hope your character gets so much better, because not only did he get stabbed twice, he then has the feeling of someone stealing his shit, and also is claustrophobic now in a hotel. Great news. D sees this and gets curious. What could have made him act like that? He opens the book, reads it, and doesn't get it. So he drops it when, with the most insincere voice I've ever heard, says, "Gosh, I was so unsettled by this book, I think I'll close the bathroom door." That broke me. I've been laughing really hard before, but when D closed our claustrophobic friend inside the bathroom, the tears started. The DM was the same as me, crying, laughing, trying to understand how we reached that point. After that, PH fled the bathroom, running out of the hotel until the effects of claustrophobia and paranoia ran out. He realized no one stole his gun. It was still inside his pants, between his ass crack, like always. He took it out, licked it, and asked the DM if he shouldn't have made a Constitution saving throw because I was pretty sure he never cleans his ass. What? He failed and got sick. PR, realizing she wasn't doing much, tried to look under a bed. It fell on her head and she almost died. D, our priest, failed to perform an exorcism, so I, Bidgie Singer, decided to give it a try, using the switchblade as a holy item, and succeeded. We never played that campaign again, even though everyone had a great time. We all agreed we were too chaotic for it to work. I still play with them, except for D, who left the group a while later because of personal problems. They're some of my closest friends. This right here is great. Nothing happened that the characters didn't want. Nothing happened that wasn't with the story, and nothing happened that didn't make the game fun and enjoyable and stop progression and stop people from playing the game. It was just straight, chaotic, stupid fun, and it's awesome. This is what D&D is supposed to be. This is what Call of Cthulhu is supposed to be. This is what any TTRPG is supposed to be. It is supposed to hook you into your feelings in the best way possible and make you want to come back. It's supposed to make you enjoy your time with your friends. That's the whole point of this, is to have friends and make a group and have fun. When did D&D stop doing that? When did TTRPG start doing that? That is the whole point of all of this. Get a group of friends together and have fun. This is a good chance for anybody to relax after a stressful week. Relax after anything, really. Bad times, good times. D&D and TTRPGs are meant for people to have fun and enjoy the people they're with. But unfortunately, as you can tell on my channel and every other channel, that doesn't always happen. So, I hope you guys had a good time while you listened, and remember that the strongest power in all of the world and power scaling or whatsoever is the power to say no. That being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. Please make sure you guys like and a follow, and make a comment. See how I can improve. But with that being said, guys, thank you. Enjoy yourselves. Be safe. And enjoy my forest hovel. Farewell.